Imagine walking into a store craving a sweet lollipop only to be told, "Sorry, kid, you need to be 16 to buy that." Sounds ridiculous, right? But this is actually a law in Scotland. Why does this rule exist, and is it really about lollipops? Stick around because the real reason will shock you. And if you love weird laws, hit that like button and subscribe. To understand this strange restriction, we need to look beyond the candy aisle and into Scotland's public health and safety laws. The law isn't exactly about lollipops. It's actually part of a broader restriction on choking hazards and certain types of confectionery. Years ago, lawmakers were concerned about hard candies, particularly lollipops, being a safety risk for younger children. These concerns led to regulations on how confectionery should be sold, including restrictions on kids buying certain items without adult supervision. And somehow, lollipops ended up on the list. Do you think this law was necessary, or was it an overreaction? Let me know in the comments. But here's where it gets even weirder. Some people believe this law isn't about health at all. It's about tobacco laws. Decades ago, lawmakers were looking for ways to limit tobacco access to children. Certain sweets, like candy cigarettes and even lollipops, were associated with smoking habits. The logic? If kids got used to holding lollipops in their mouths like cigarettes, they might be more likely to take up smoking later. So, in an attempt to curb tobacco influence on kids, lawmakers lumped certain sweets into restricted sales categories. Sounds crazy, right? So, does this law actually hold up today? Are kids in Scotland really being turned away at the candy store? In reality, this law is rarely enforced. Most shopkeepers don't even know it exists, and kids still buy sweets freely, but technically it is still on the books. Scotland isn't alone in having strange legal leftovers. Many countries have weird laws that sound absurd today but were originally passed for legitimate reasons. Should Scotland finally remove this outdated rule, or do you think it still serves a purpose? Let's talk in the comments. So there you have it. A law that started as a safety measure somehow got tied to tobacco regulations and remains a legal oddity today. Crazy, right? If you enjoyed this look into weird laws, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more weird laws and hidden histories from around the world.